These drums come in different shapes and sizes. The notable ones are the djembe, fontomfrom, atimehu, the gongong, and the likes. In modern day Ghana, it has been used as a rhythmic backdrop for most high life songs, like the ones you listed. Hip life songs, reggae songs, and other forms of music also depend on some of these African drums. In an interview, Mr. Kusi talks about the history of drums amongst the Akans. He says, according to Akan history, it was the woodpecker that made the first drum. The bird made great sound by making hole into an African mahogany tree. When the tree fell down, the hunter who had been observing the bird brought the tree home. He cut the tree into a sizable log and began to produce sounds from it. On one of the hunter's expeditions, he came across a talking bird. He copied the rhythmic sound of the bird, and when he came home, he put it into practice. The discovery of the tree has helped in creating diverse sounds, and hence the name Cheneboa, meaning drum wood. Many tribes use different types of trees to make drums, but the Akans realized that Cheneboa produces the best sound. In the olden days, when there were no tools, our ancestors would use burning ashes to hit the middle part of the wood. They would do this for days, directing the burning ashes till a hole is made through the wood. They would then use a snail shell to scoop the unwanted parts from the inside. The skin of an antelope was then attached to the drum after the wood has been cut into a preferred log. Its end produced an amazing sound. There are 4 types of Cheneboa, but only 2 of them are used for drums. There is the hard and soft trunk. The soft type is what I am working on. The third type is heavy and very hard to work on, and it weighs too much. The last 3, which is the 4th, is the same as the 3rd type. It is not work friendly. This is fontomfrom. This type is more for my cultural troop. It is a single drum, but some of the chiefs play double, whilst others play the single drum. It's the biggest drum in the Akan community. This is Atumpani, This is the male and then the female. The male sounds kong kong and the female sounds ting ting. The sounds from the two sets of drums give you the rhythm kong kong ting ting. This is Adwa Atumpani. This is the male and female. It functions just like the phantom from a tumpan. But the phantom from a tumpan is heavier than the Adwa Atumpani. These four drums are what we call the kete. This big drum is the kete kodum, which is the female, and the rest are literally its children. This is Petia, and is the shortest drum in the Akan society. This is Apintima, and there is also Apintini, which is slightly bigger than the Apintima. The last one is called Adenema. The one with a shape of a guard is called Pintini. Initially, we used real guard to make that type of drum. But the guards are hard to come by and very fragile and easy to break. So in order to get the same shape of drum, I had to carve the wood to get this shape. You can feel the sound of the wood as I beat the back. This is the type of drum King David in the Holy Bible played to entertain himself. At the regional festival in Brongahafu, a cultural troupe dances to the sound of a djembe to entertain the people present. It is the drum that creates the mood. It is true that the sound of drums really have an effect on our lives. You cannot sit or stand without moving a muscle when the drums are beating. The drum here serves a secular instrument to most Ghanaian music. Today is a market day at the Nana Bosoma market. Daniel, Mr. Kusi's eldest son, goes to the market to buy a cattle skin for his drum. Here, the butcher is cutting away the unwanted pieces of cattle skin. He prepares the cattle skin and marks a portion for a customer. He uses the marble to serve as a guiding point to cut the animal skin. In an interview with Ras Achrema, he says in the past we used the skin of antelopes to cover the drum, but they are scarce to get now, unless you hunt. And when you do, the bullets make holes into the animal skin, which is not good for the drum. Now we use the skin of cattle to make the drum. I dry the skin in the sun for some days, he says, and then drench it into water to soften it before using it to make the drum. Meanwhile, Daniel is waiting for his turn. Daniel is about to start his drum business. He travels to the village of Wamanafo in the Brongahafo region. He gets to the village, and after talking to the right personnel, a local man agrees to show him where he can find the right trees for his drum. As an amateur who has graduated from his father, Daniel, who has acquired the skill from a master, is ready to find out how it turns out for him. Is he going to be successful like his father? Is he ready to face the conflicts with indigenous forms of drum making and other challenges faced by craftsmen in terms of marketing, financing, distribution, and clientele? Daniel only hopes to see how it will turn out for him, as his fate lies in his handwork and business instincts.